Hello, welcome to the new episode of Titus Pétange with my teeth. Yeah, my teeth are back. It's the first video that I've recorded since having the teeth done earlier today. And I feel, like everything has finally come full circle. Just made me feel so much better with myself. So let's smash it from this point on. It is the Champions League semi-final of 2049. We've got Arsenal. Arsenal, once again, doing really impressive stuff, beating out Manchester City in the quarterfinals. Congratulations to them. Hopefully, they go and see some demise in the semis, because we want another final appearance. Damn right. I don't think we've actually lost in a Champions League final yet, which is massive to say that we've won. How many? 8 now? That's incredible. We've won 8 Champions League finals and not lost a single one. That is some mentality. It's not all great news for us this year because Michael Ugarelli has suffered a really, really bad injury. And the 21-year-old still might be the best 21-year-old that I've ever seen, but he could have been so much more this season. And, well, he's gone down. And now we need to, try and build him back up next season. Hopefully he doesn't get another bad injury. He's not injury prone, I don't think. It's just a big shame, but also it's an opportunity when he comes back to try and work on them defending stats again. So let's try Michael Ugarelli. How about this for some confusion, yeah? Highest average rating is apparently Face Laddie. 8.38. Average rating. However, you go on Andreas Paradiso, his average rating is 8.47. So how does that even work? Andreas Paradiso should be up there. He is still running rings around young players at 34 years old. He's an absolute phenomenon. He's an absolute phenomenon, that kid. He is slowing down now. He's looking like Ugarelli with an injury, the kind of decreases that he's going. Right, his wheel now isn't the most incredible. I think his technicals have actually dropped off a little bit, which is a bit weird. Like, you'd think that his speed would drop off more than his technicals. But there you go. He's still an insane player, but he's not someone that I would sought after now. I would die to have him at the club. He is now someone that I'm really glad that's at the club, but we can do without in terms of the ability. But the performances are out of this world. He's so consistent. It's very difficult to explain how consistent this lad is. But it is an absolute joy to watch him play. Right then, I think we played Arsenal in the last game that we had. We had them in the group stage, and we must have played them at Park Paradiso. I think that's new, by the way. Let's get a drink down me. That is new. We have changed the name of the stadium to Park Paradiso because I know that it's going to be around for another 12 or so years. So I would like to commemorate him whilst he's still at the club as well with the name change of the stadium. And then when it comes to building a new stadium, we can then see to celebrate a different player, maybe even me. Maybe if I've got a massive ego, I'm like, yep, I want it to be called Stadion de Cutsi or some shit. You know what I mean? Or we just call it something. Rename it Paradiso Stadium. You know what I mean? Even though he's got a stadium renamed after him, he can get a second stadium renamed after him. If there isn't anyone that is good enough to have a stadium renamed after them, I'll just take it. Cheers, lads. It's been going all good in the BGL League. We're drawn to Schiffelange. Big up Schiffelange. Drawn 2 times in the league. Already champions. Last time we saw each other was the 4th of November. Let's go from the start of November in the transfer history. All in chronological order. So it's from there and there. Okay, all right, so outward going players, there is one sold, and it is Kazimov to Trabzonspor on a £3.9 million deal. The Russian goalkeeper is moved out of the club. Good luck to him. And then all loans. The biggest one here probably is Bordenaro, I think, from just quickly looking at it. Still unambitious, growing really nicely at his new club Atletico Union. I might actually propose a little extension there because of how well he's growing. But he's still unambitious. He is still unambitious. I don't understand it. He's growing, but he's unambitious. Right, from the ins, you might have seen this guy beforehand. It would make sense if we did record on the 4th of November. Con Heimerl, who was a Dutch winger coming in from Borussia Dortmund, 16.75 million. One of the very few signings that we made over the 10 million barrier, which is good. Like, try and sign them up early and sign them up cheap because you are taking much more of a risk. Isaac is currently on loan at Swift Hesperange, but he is a 5-star potential player. Let's see how he goes on. His wheel at the moment is weird. Very, very weird. I wouldn't call him, like, an amazing player, an amazing talent, but he is 5 stars, so let's see how he develops. £40 million worth into lower league Luxembourg club, so we don't really need to look at them players. They have already been released. And then from Arsenal, Kvon Myrie. He is a centre-back, 4.5-star centre-back, so decent. Valuation shot up, £3.1 million we paid for him. Absolute steal there. Definitely going to make a profit, you'd think. Jesse van der Poel is coming in from Ajax, a left-footed, left-sided winger, £6 million. And then how about this? A bit of Eastern European representation, Savo Karen from Red Star Belgrade. Look at that. His valuation is ridiculous. What is all that about? His valuation is stupid. We might have got someone just simply off that valuation. That valuation is a joke. 5.5 million from Red Star. And then, just to make it even more confusing for you guys, we signed up a guy called Isaac. Isaac coming in from Antwerp, 5-star goalkeeper, looking really nice. And 6'5", strong on both feet. You don't see that normally on goalkeepers. All right, 5 more to go. 11.5 million for Generoso Cuclinilo. That's a word. That's a name and a half. Only 5'10", this centre-back. Can't cross, so it's probably a profit-making situation if we can make any profits. Just loan him out, and see what happens. Aito Lopez is a very nice-looking holding midfielder that we've prized away from Real Madrid. Let's see how he grows. 18 million valuation, 1.5 we signed him up. Nice little release clause that we triggered there. Quentin Chapuis. And I can't believe how high my voice went then. His valuation is £7.8 million. Coming in from Paris Saint-Germain, I think, at 10 million. Okay, that's all right. Oh, we do have a lot more breaking that £10 million barrier than what I thought. Simeon Rusev. A little bit of a dud, maybe. Great determination driven on this Bulgarian centre-back. 4-star potential. He's going to be a world-class player, but he's not that kind of 4.5-star, 5-star magical prospect that we always look for. He might still make the team. It just depends on the other qualities that we've got at centre-back at that point when he does start breaking through. Sergei Shalimov. Well, I can't see him breaking through, to be honest. He's gone back out to CSKA Moscow. I think there was an option to loan him back at the after the transfer. £18 million. That's gone a little bit down the drain there. And that's it. That's your lot. I mean, we sold 490 million. We signed up 194 million. So it's like, even though like there's certain players that haven't hit the mark in terms of like potentials and that, we've made some serious dosh. Let's be honest there. Like we're all right. We're not worried about that. We can scattergun as much as we want, and let's fucking do this. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. We are so good now that it is simply about going out there and giving a consistent performance. If these boys can give a consistent performance, they win this. Not just this game, but they win the entire thing. Luis Alberto, gets it in. Chris Hewitt, front post. Don't know how he squeezed it in from there. Chris Hewitt, a semi-final goal scorer. Who would have thought that? Where's Chris Hewitt playing? Because he can play like a multitude of positions. You usually see him popping up attacking right mid, which would make sense if we don't have Paradiso back. He's got a slight injury problem, only a couple of days. It's not like Ugarelli's. I mean, we are flying. Paniagua nearly slipping in bottom corner. It is a joy. It's so good to watch these lads play. Torres free kick. Let's see some magic. Cool, good save, Hicks. That was flying top corner. Goalkeeper decided best course of action there was to grab it. Kicked it all the way up. Dejri is being centre back again. Even though he's small, he seems very composed. There you go. Hewitt's having a game, mate. Hewitt's having a game. Paniagua, play it across. Oh, do that. Camillo Paniagua. Lovely stuff. He is on a booking. Just keep that in mind. I could drop Hewitt into centre mid. Paradiso probably could do a 45-minute job for us. Zhao Fel. It's a name, innit? Over the top, Miklos. The killer. The best player on the Arsenal side. Got a goal back for them. So it's not like plain sailing. The first thing that Arsenal really have had. Look at that. Look at that. One shot. Guys. Big header by Paniagua. Oh, that's a 2-foot lunge. He's out. What? Who was it? Oh, it's Zhao Fei, but that didn't look like Zhao Fei to me. Information? Zhao Fei? No, Zhao Fei's got sent off. Get smashed. Let's kill this tie. There's no need to mess about now. Let's kill it. Excuse me. Bit burpy. Got my shandy out, lads. Yes, Uriarte! Fucking have that. Uriarte Torres connection. It's absolute perfection. Oh, Raul Torres is Ballon d'Or winner for the 4th time, I think. I'm going to check that. I will check that. I'm getting to half time here. I mean, if this keeps on going, if it's 6-2 by the end of this, maybe even 6-1 with that sending off. Yeah, I'm happy to simulate that second leg. Let's go swapping the left-hand side of players. Maybe not Chris Hewitt. Romelo's a decent player. He's not natural at forward yet. That's interesting. It's taken a lot longer than what I would imagine. Cardenas doesn't like big games, but I'm sure he'll be calmed down now. I am going to go Raul Torres because Chris Hewitt looked quite tired. Romelo's good enough for this, I believe. Especially with the man disadvantage that Arsenal have. Let go, boys. Bit of praise. Keep everybody happy. Romulo. Get a goal for Romelu. I'll be absolutely pleased as punch. Just any goal, really. Gonna give us any goal. Modesto. Might be his final year, Modesto. He's like 28 now. Nathan nearly... Oh, go on. Torres misses by a mile. He is 28 now. He's getting on. There were some offers in January, if I recall. It's been like 5 days since I last loaded up this save. So there were some offers in January, about 70-ish million, but I think we can get about 80. Hicks collects that. That might be the highlight. Go on, get a fourth. If we get a fourth here, I think it's game. At 3-1 Arsenal, even though it's a small chance, there is still a chance. It's over. Romulo! I'm telling you! I told you it was good enough for this. Good ball in by Ade. He needs to be natural eventually. Look at Ruiz. Ruiz has had really, really quietly, because I've not really paid attention to him, but he's had a quality little season. And I recall when he came in first time, I think he was the second most interesting left back at that point, signing wise. But he is stuck. He was 4.5 stars when he came into this club, and he's still 4.5 stars potential. And he is growing so nicely. It's a guaranteed 4.5 stars now, so this is a world-class wing-back. Whereas the other left-back, I think, has fallen off on the wayside. That was a 5-star potential kid. So you just don't know what you're going to get. You don't know. This might be another highlight. Right at the end of the game. If it's for Arsenal, then game on for the second leg. No, they've just decided to send another player off. Jesus Christ. They have been very ill-disciplined today. Emir Natan is out. 4-1, 2 sendings offs. Is that how you say it? 2 sendings offs. 2 sending offs. 2 sending offs. Yeah, that sounds more like it. And that is your lot. And that is without Paradiso in the side. Yikes. European football is in shambles. It is in absolute shambles. Who's going to beat that in the final? Who even is in the other Champions League semi? Let's have a look at the competitions. Champions League, it's Inter against Chelsea. Chelsea are a decent side. Got some good players. Most of them used to be as. Simon Bergstall has decided to, show up a little bit. But it's too late in his career. How's Kalonji going on? He's 31 now. He has got slightly better since he was at this club. It's nice that he got to that stage. And of course, wherever he is he even there anymore? Lefinia. Lefinia's still sick. He's lost a bit of his aerial prowess. I think from the last time I saw that wheel, his aerial ability has gone slightly down. We've just signed up Edson Ruggiero from Sao Paulo for £6 million, and this boy is 5-star potential. He is only 5'11" though, so hopefully they grow. I don't know if Football Manager players grow anymore. They used to grow like between 2 or 3 centimeters, but now they don't seem to do that. Okay. We'll get the scoreline from Inter against Chelsea. 4-1 in that game. I'm prepared to risk it. I am so confident in this team. Arsenal are not going to beat us by 4-0. There is absolutely no chance of that happening. Romulo, that's a big old monthly fee that they're willing to pay. Who's this? From Brazil's from Brazil's Serie C. Where are they getting the money from? He's better than Serie C, isn't he? He's so much better than Serie C. It's a lot of money, but that wouldn't do well for his development, I don't think. And it's him that we've got to concentrate on developing. He's obviously a star, a wonder kid. I keep him around. He's nearly as good as that Miklos guy or whatever his name is from Arsenal. They're big player, and we're talking about Romelu being 20 years old. Yeah, okay, he's missing the speed, but he's very, very similar. Get it in. In between, there is the Luxembourg Cup final. It is against Unstrausen, who have, surprised us on a few occasions. I don't think they'll surprise us today. Champions very comfortably of the Luxembourg League, if I didn't tell you already. 95 points to our name. And you see, look at these players. All these players are registered for us. Luxembourg nationals. So we only need to assign one blank player to the 11, which makes us extremely strong. And that is 5-0. Who is O Tavares? The blank player what scored? How about that? Good, go on, lad. Paradiso scored first minute, gets us off to a good start. Torres finished it off. Nicely done. Martinez was man of the match. Feeling great. Very confident. Stupid chair clicking. And it is warm in this room. And I do not want to spend any additional time in this room that I don't need to spend. We are going to zoom through this month to get to the Champions League final, and we will get to the Champions League final. We do not need to watch this Champions League semi. I am absolutely confident in this, even though Paniagua's got slightly injured. Cardenas will come in. Maybe it is a little bit... Am I risking it a bit too much? 4-1 with two of their players sent off. Inter Milan in the final, by the way. So, Chelsea have been so underwhelming. For the quality that they've got, especially up front, they have been so underwhelming. Hewitt Martinez. Cardenas battling a fitness test. Okay. I'm still good. I mean, Brian Ruiz is the lowest ability player there. And I have trust in him being the eventual Berggaard replacement, it seems. Hey, what? We even beat them there. We even beat them at their house. Torres and Paradiso. Modesto got an injury, which is a bit of a shame. How bad is the Modesto injury? He might have played his final match for the club. Which it's not the way to go. We're getting Inter Milan in the final. Let's check their play. Is it Breel Embolo? Breel Embolo is the manager. Not a great manager, honestly. It's a big old side. That's their goalkeeper. He's not bad. I've definitely seen worse forwards. Well, we should have this quite comfortably, but I don't really want to say much. Sonny Hoji's there, the fickle player that we eventually cut ties with. I mean, it's Paris Saint-Germain essentially doubled that money that they signed him on from us. He's their key player, and he's pushed them into this final. How about that? Oh, Lampert's there. He's a decent player. I remember Kevin Lampert. Right, Liechtenstein. Isn't that mad? Liechtenstein forward. Wim Menzo's there. He used to be one of our older players, I believe. Or was he just a player that we'd... My apologies. He was just a player that we'd kept an eye on, but we never signed. I see. Okay. Masaudi. Radman. Not one of our players. About 5 decent players in all of that. But the problem is, the Champions League final, especially with them weaker sides, is an ultimate level playing field. It kind of levels everything out. It's a balancer. Maybe Modesto being out will actually have good consequences for us. Go on, Desri. I want Desri to have like 10 crossing at least. There's another option for left back. How tall is Desri? Is he 5'10"? He's fantastic. He's not a centre back though. It'll be him and Ruiz on the left, unless we don't have a backup at centre back, and then he can. I'm talking shit because every time he's played at centre back, he's been unbelievable for us. We've suffered so many injuries this year. Ugarelli could genuinely be back for the Champions League final. That would be silly. That would be stupid. Rodriguez taking the place at the first team. I think this is the final league game at home, so that'll be the trophy lift as well. 6-0. Nice way to finish everything off. They had 1 shot. Thank you for participating, Wills. I mean, they'll be happy anyway. They just managed to survive relegation, and we had 98 points. We're so far ahead of everybody else. Right, okay, because recently we've not been doing too bad in European football. What's going on? Europa League, and well, that's not happening. Yeah, nobody's in any of the finals, which is fine. Next year, I can't wait, because next year is the moment where we have 4 teams immediately qualifying for the Champions League, which is insane. That is insane. Brief update from the board. And I think I'm going to call it for this episode of Titus Pétange. I will see you in a couple of weeks' time. Let's go. 9th Champions League incoming.